There is a lot on the line right now. Morphin, currently on an unprecedented, never-before-seen level of dominance, winning the last 5 tournaments that he's entered in a row. Kreuz, coming off of one of the most consistently high-level seasons of all time. Lowest placement was 3rd. Every other tournament, he got 2nd. But he wants that big win, and this could be his opportunity. A lot of the time, you have players who are at that top level, but struggling to break through and really become that guy. And all it takes for players like that is one big win. Sometimes that just makes things click in your brain. As soon as you get it, you get to that next level. And I think we could see something similar with Kreuz. Mechanically, he clearly has the skill required to get there. It's all a matter of if he can make it happen. Morphin moving beautifully. Oh my god, is this a blitz game? Okay, and immediately Kreuz places the... Alright. Morfin doesn't seem to mind. We are getting into dangerous territory here. I think if I'm Kreuz, I'm looking for wires. I'm looking for wires and I'm placing them below that other set of wires to make it impossible to set up that perfect wire spin. Because a perfect wire spin is kind of Morfin's bread and butter. He's definitely one of the best players in the world, if not the best player in the world at doing them in tournament. Wow. I want to take a moment to appreciate how smart it was for Morfin to place down this crossbow. Because Kreuz is the type of player who's unbelievably good and unbelievably mechanically skilled when it comes to the things that he has practiced. But if you want to beat a player like that, the solution is to find a way to set up something that he hasn't seen before. It's like the Magnus Carlsen approach, but in UCH. With one single crossbow is all it took to make a regular wire crouch and turn it into something novel and unique. Kreuz tries to grime it a little bit there and take the bottom path, but doesn't manage to get the timing on that 1-frame jump. Or sorry, 2-frame jump. Morfin really battling to set up that wire squeeze, or sorry, wire spin. No, Kreuz, there is a solution here. There is a correct build. Now, from my perspective, Morfin really wants that wire crouch. Kreuz wants to go through the bottom path, right? If I'm Kreuz, I'm just blocking the top path and making it impossible to take. As soon as you block it, then you force your path. You don't need to make your path easier, just force your path. I think what he's done here is create a Morphin advantaged setup. Kreuz taking a really interesting approach to this. So close to getting it. Honestly, more than anything, I'm amazed at Kreutz's ability to bail out here. Okay, wait, Kreuz correctly recognizes that this setup is easier if you jump into it, but not opting to go for it again. Maybe trying to take the safe route, but I feel like the longer you go, the more the pressure builds up, the harder this becomes. Wow. Boom! Oh, wait a minute! Wait a minute, Kreuz! All you had to do was hit the layup! Morphin up a point. I think Kreuz knows as much as anybody else watching this that Morphin is the hardest player alive to beat when he has a point advantage. If there's anybody that can do it, it is Kreuz, but this is going to be difficult. Kreuz accidentally misplaces his wire. That's gotta burn. So if Morphin wants to retain his legendary streak, 5 wins in a row, if he wants to become the first player to ever win 6 in a row, let's look at the path in front of him, because he has to beat Kreuz, he has to beat the winner of Milena Selly, either Raito, and then he has to beat Raito and Bausio. This is an unbelievably difficult run ahead of him, and it starts with Kreuz. The fact that it's starting with the second best player in the world. Morphin looking unbelievably clean. Kreuz down for the count. I think that's going to be 2-0 for Morphin. Wow. I feel like I'm watching The Ghost of Coldheart. Wow, that is a difficult super jump. Okay, good placement by Kreuz. How is Morph gonna... Oh. No, okay, never mind. I thought that was a corner boost. That would be ridiculous. That would be ridiculous. Okay, Kreuz definitely making the right play. Taking the easier path down there, giving yourself a little bit of time to breathe. Yep, and Morphin immediately blocks it off. Okay, wait. Okay, I'm interested. I had a talk a little bit ago. I sat Kreuz down in a call. I said, listen, you're struggling versus Morph. Let's go over this. Let's figure out what it is you need to do to finally beat this guy. And one of the things that I told him was what I was saying earlier on comms. Like, if you want to win, you need to play to win, not to prevent yourself from losing. Morphin is the type of player where if you're so focused on preventing him from placing the things he likes, then you're never really gonna reach his level. So to see Kreuz, like, what I was thinking Kreuz would do is block off the top path and just make it forced so that he can take the path that he prefers. But instead, Kreuz is letting Morphin force that path and creating something that I think is a really good build for him. I think this is a huge step in the right direction. It's volatile enough that Kreuz could score at any point. It all depends on what Morphin wants to build here. Okay, Kreuz gets a dynamite. This could be pivotal. Goes too fast. The thing is, Morphin's the type of player who, with any item at any point, he can find some sort of build that's beneficial to him. So if you place your thing first, or if you use your dynamite first so early, you're giving Morphin just way more time to plan out his build and find that difference maker. Oh, okay, wow. Really good reaction by Kreuz. Morphin makes it as well. Look at the movement. So still a little bit too easy for Kreuz to properly score here, but this is a step in the right direction. Because I feel like most players, even really skilled top-level players, I feel like most players, when they see Morphin score on them 2 times so early, I feel like it's very rare that they don't crumble under the pressure. But Kreuz is looking good. Kreuz is looking good. Now, even though I feel like Kreuz is moving in the right direction, it's worth noting we're on round 8. Including this, there are 4 rounds left. And Morphin is up 2. Like, Kreuz, you need to score basically now or never. Wow, wait, Kreuz gets the super jump before Morphin. This could be huge. Now, I will say, I feel like Morphin blundered a little bit. Placing that wire to force the super jump, I understand the idea, but in doing so, he kind of put himself in a tight spot where he had to place the wrecking ball. And placing that wrecking ball takes away what I think was Morphin's greatest strength in that setup. Because that spike ball to the right, forces you. If you make a mistake, you need to be precise in when you stop when you're bailing out. And I think that's what Kreuz was really struggling with. So, I don't know. Having removed what gave him the advantage, I think that wasn't the best build. In any case, though, Morphin has an opportunity to finish it right now. But he misses the super jump. That's tricky. That is tricky. I know that he was crunched for time there, but 3 rounds remaining, I don't think you can afford to make passive plays like that, Kreuz. Whoa, wait a minute, what's the plan here? I thought for a second Kreuz was going to set up a 4 wide against Morphin of all people. Both taking wildly different approaches. Kreuz going for that second crouch. And hits it! And hits it! I think both of them are going to make it here. Alright, this is the final moment. Kreuz, your tournament life is on the line! Whatever you can muster here, it needs to be big. I can see the wire. I can see the gears turning in his head. I think taking that dynamite is probably the right play here. How do you make this map difficult enough to score without making it morph advantaged? The age-old question. I think that might be too easy. Time will tell, but this is going to be really difficult. If Kreuz wants to score, Morphin needs to make a mistake. And the Morphin that we've been watching for the past, you know, however long, 30 minutes, I don't know if that's a Morphin who's prone to making mistakes. Okay, wait a minute. As I say that, This is a real opportunity. Morphin only 1 life left, Kreuz as well, but that means the volatility is there. This is exactly the type of situation Kreuz needs if he wants to come back. Both of them make it into the gap. This falls down. If Morphin gets through here, that might seal the deal. But he makes a mistake. Morphin, who has not died there this entire match since it's been set up. Morphin finally dies to the exit from the crouch. Kreuz, you have 2 lives remaining, but the time is ticking. Make it count now. Safe approach. Can't say I disagree. Not a bad idea. He chokes it. The timer isn't up yet. There's still enough time for Kreuz to do this. 1 life, Kreuz. Greatness is calling. Can you pick up the phone? And unfortunately, you... Oh, Morphin. Morphin. What was previously looking like a horrible day for one of the GOATs of the game. Out early in losers. Out early in winners. Feeling like he's playing poorly. Suddenly he's brought it back, and it's looking like there's a real chance Morphin makes the run to extend his streak to 6 consecutive tournament victories. The most of all time. Kreuz, you've done well making it this far. Losing to Raito and Morphin for 5th place is nothing short of a rough draw.